Rashta calls Duke LG in tears, causing him to be perplexed. She shares her problem about a past incident where Rashta punished a maid for attempting to harm her. Duke LG questions Rashta's decision, but Rashta replied that she is unaware that Delai's brother is a journalist who interviewed her. Rashta told him that she is imprisoned for a crime, but Duke LG questions why she didn't inform her family. Rashta answered that she fears that he wouldn't believe her accusation. Duke LG comfort her by saying that Soviesha would take care of it. Rashta is feeling scared and helpless, but Duke LG assures her that Soviesha will intervene because the imperial family's dignity would be affected if things went wrong. Rashta, relieved, covers her belly and looks at LG with tears, acknowledging his help would have been difficult without him. Hinleys show Navier her office and Elle greeted by his smile. Inside, a beautiful office with bookshelves, a large desk, and a reception area is decorated in a harmonious green and gold color scheme. Navier expresses her admiration. They chatted about choosing Navier's aides, then shifted to Krista's unusual behavior at the wedding reception. He couldn't handle it and wanted to send her to Compshire, but faced difficulties due to his brother's last will. The excitement of seeing the office faded, knowing that Krista was in love with Hinley. Navier feels a sudden urge to send Krista to Compshire, but Hinley is unsure how to handle her. She decides to think before acting, as sending her to Compshire would not be beneficial in the long run. Hinley was already suspected of King Warden's early death, and would add up another suspicion if they force Krista to go to Compshire. She'd need to go there on her own volition. Despite the uncertainty, Navier reassured Hinley that everything would be fine, despite feeling a weight on her heart. During a meal, Rose shared that she discovered a rumor that there is a secret relationship between the Emperor and Krista. Rose claims the Emperor allowed Krista to wipe his forehead at a wedding reception. Laura becomes enraged and demands that she send to Compshire. Navier reassures Laura and Countess Jubal about an incident they've heard about, claiming it's a misunderstanding and that it could be a blessing in disguise, despite their distressed reactions to the memory of Rashta. Alan, feeling tired, enters the mansion. Roteshu asks him about Rashta. He answered that Rashta seems to like the baby. Viscount Roteshu reveals a second concubine will make the insolent girl obedient, surprising Ellen and Rivetti. Rivetti feels empty after Empress Navier left for the Western Empire. Alan is less informed about the situation. He learns that Emperor Soviesha brought a mage girl to the Southern Palace, who is speculated to be his second concubine. Alan questions why the Emperor is fixating on another woman while having Rashta by his side. Rivetti resorted to a good idea when her eyes glowing, and Viscount Roteshu asked about her intentions, revealing she would be His Majesty Sovieshu's third concubine. Rivetti promises to seduce the Emperor and make Rashta's eyes tear, but her father disapproved her plan because he wants a man for her that is loyal. Hinley and Navier attend the conference room together while the officials are used to the Queen's absence. They initially stare at her, but eventually become absorbed in their own business. Marquis Ketrin, Krista's cousin, raised a question to Navier about the Eternal Thousand Bandits. He mentioned that there are 5 nearby territories that need support, but if they were all supported, their troops would be dispersed. The Empress, having experience in fighting these bandits, asked for her wise opinion on where to provide support. The Eastern Empire had a powerful mage army, allowing lords to possess lands and private soldiers. The Western Empire limited these possessions, with the Emperor controlling military power and responsibility. Hinley criticizes the Marquis Ketrin under his command for entrusting the Empress of the Western Empire with his duties, causing Marquis Ketrin to become angry. He argues that Empress Navier, known for her intelligence in the Eastern Empire. Hinley attempts to speak again, but Navier answered that they need to attack first. Marquis Ketrin was surprised and argued that the Eternal Thousand Bandits would invade the Western Empire. He added that since Navier was from the Eastern Empire, she don't care about the situation. Hinley told him to watch his mouth. Navier smiled and told Marquis Ketrin that he really is unaware of the Eternal Thousand Bandits. She told him that those bandits moved for profits and didn't harbor anger. Marquis Ketrin was taken aback and argued that her words were ridiculous and that a severe blow to the Eternal Thousand Bandits would limit their movement, despite their formidable opponent. Navier reveals that Sir Kosher already won over 50 battles against Eternal Thousand Bandits, and he is confident in handling the situation, as he is the Navier's brother. Marquis Ketrin hesitates and no one addresses her again. After the meeting, Navier discussed the situation with her brother. He was used to handle the bandits and he expressed his willingness to handle the situation. Rashta examined the common women who had been gathered in the Western Palace, whose parents were prisoners. All women with children were excluded. She was going to use their parents as bait to control them, so even if she blackmailed these women with their parents, they might abandon them for the sake of their children. Rashta orders Viscountess Verdi to bring all the women back in. Rashta told her that she will test them. Rashta shouted that her pearl earrings are missing. They were puzzled by the situation and couldn't object to it. Viscountess Verdi followed her into her bedroom, advising the women to bring them one by one and secretly advising them to tell the truth. In the end, Rashta decided to hire those who lied. Later, she sent to Evely, a maid chosen for being a good liar. Evely, the court mage, was hesitant to trust the maid sent by the empress, but she didn't dare not to accept. The maid noticed Evely's necklace and was suspicious. The maid had received orders to find out if Evely had any gifts from the emperor. She was convinced, but Evely stated it was a gift from the Magic Academy. In fact, the necklace was an item that came from McKenna on Hinleys' order, made especially to return her mana, and sent to the dean to be given to her. However, Evely was unaware of this. On the day her brother left the capital, Rose researched Miss Mullany's family and William was adopted by Marquis Amaras and was originally her wife's nephew and son of Duke Liberty, who is on Krista's side. Duke Liberty gave his son to Marquis Ketran, and Marchioness Amaras agreed to adopt her nephew as the successor. Although they know Miss Mullany has interest in being an heir, they didn't trust her. William, who is rumored to be brilliant, is considered for the position. The title will be passed to William, but the estate will be turned over to Miss Mullany. Navier told Rose they need to prove that Miss Mullany is far superior to William and instructed to call the two of them. Navier shares dinner with Hinley and share her plan to test William and Mullany. Hinley questions their inexperience in handling a task, but Navier told him that it is only a test. Hinley asks if both or William is more capable than Mullany. She jokingly agrees to support the useful one, but becomes worried about Hinley's reaction about her cold answer. Hinley, despite not understanding her joke, didn't seem to find her heartless nor cold, but rather he became excited and amazed. The nobleman attended Rashta's invitation to a glamorous tea party at the Crystal House. Rashta, dressed in a dark purple dress, captivated the noblemen with her purity and dignity, welcoming them with a smile. Rashta's experience revealed that non-nobility men were attracted to noble women, fantasizing about their elegance and intelligence, while noblemen admired women not belonging to the nobility, viewing them as pure and innocent. Marquis Ferrang, angered by Kosher's banishment, told that Viscount and Viscountess Isqua are like rolling stones that instigated authoritarian nobility. He believed that the blood of a fallen foreign noble family would run through the crown prince's veins. However, this behavior of Rashta's soon led to bad rumors in high society. It was not common for noble women to invite only noblemen to hang out. So Vieshu visited Rashta and warned her to observe her behavior and listen to Baron Lance's advice. He also added to cut ties with Duke Elgi, as he was colluding with the pirates.